Okay, so the push-up is a standard exercise that pretty much everyone has done before. Going from this front rack position, coming into a press position, and then going back up. We do that while we maintain shoulder stability, trunk stability, glute stability, so it's pretty much a plank position going down and coming back up. What we're going to do today is look at two things in the push-up. First, we're going to look at screwing in the shoulder to make sure that your shoulder is nice and stable. And then two, if you don't have a full push-up, how best to modify your push-up so that you can progress well to a full push-up. We're not going to be using the knees, we're going to be using a different movement, focusing on keeping the back nice and stable, making sure that we can go from an extended position to a plank position and then back down. So, first thing, let's talk about shoulder stability. Shoulders are stabilized when we're in an externally rotated movement. So, fingers need to be up when we do a push-up. We're not going to turn them out. Actively, what we're going to do is an isometric control. So when we're in that starting position, you're just going to rotate the shoulder out because the hand's on the ground, it's going to stay still, and your shoulder's going to rotate out. You're going to feel your shoulder stabilizing and locking in nice and tightly. As you'll notice with this, I have a little bit of internal rotation deficits on this left side. So as we're coming down to that press position, I want you to watch my shoulder, pay attention to the video, but also watch the shoulder. See how it dumps forward just a little bit. That just shows that I need to work on my internal rotation of the glenohumeral joint. So excuse that fault, but the focus of this is going to be those two things. Let's get the shoulder nice and stable and then modify the push-up as we need to. So first things first, let's get the shoulder nice and stable. So as we were saying before, the push-up should start out as a perfect tight plank. I want the quads tight, the glutes tight, the trunk tight. Now what I'm talking about with the shoulder is let's screw that home. So as you're rotating in, or out, what you should feel is that shoulder activating. When you do that and come down into this position, the elbow should stay close to your side, below 45 degrees. We get in trouble as the arms start going out in all these different positions. So we want to make sure that the fingers are straight, shoulders are locked into place, chest coming down. All right, but then what if you don't have a push-up? What if you can't maintain that for your 524 push-ups you're doing during CrossFit or burpees, that many burpees? What we want to do is modify those because we don't want to change the movement pattern. We want to make sure that we have everything working together. We want that trunk stability, we want that glute stability, we want the shoulder stability. So what we do then is modify that concentric face, pushing backwards, so that the eccentric face can be done perfectly. So here's what we're going to do. Lying on your stomach, hands in the same position. I want you to make sure that you screw the shoulders home. You're going to come into an upward dog. From there, you're going to brace and then push up. From here, we just drop down like it's a normal push-up. So glutes on, arch your back, hips up to that plank, and then slowly back down. Glutes, push up, plank, and then down. All right, so we have shoulder stabilization. We have modification for push-ups, and I know what you're going to say. I don't want to modify my push-ups because it's going to look weird and people are going to watch me. So here's the thing. Modify the push-ups. Work hard on it so that you don't have to modify.